Flight Boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon, Flight Boss, the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about motherfucker, the astrological flight revamp of the 2018 motherfucking Pisces. Now, the reason why I say that is because I got a lot of videos on this already. So I'm going to get into the sun signs, the moon signs for 2018 also. But right now, I just want to break down the basic archetype and what creates the actual, what's the astrological makeup of Pisces in general. So you can kind of have a reference on how they act and why they act like that in general. So let's start it off. Now, the astrological stars and the influences that created the Pisces constellation was the 12th house. Now, what is the 12th house? The 12th house is all things that tap you into the subconscious realm. You see what I'm saying? Now, what is the subconscious realm? The internal realm, going within, the yin. So what's all things that tap you into that? Things like imagination, creativity, fantasy, dreams, mysticism, spirituality. So this is what the 12th house is consisted of. So all that energetic frequency vibration is pushed and forced into the battery pack of Pisces. So this is why Pisces may play out the characteristics of being dreamy, imaginative, creative, maybe an illusion at times in their own world, but be able to connect with the collective conscious with their creativity. And what do that mean? Taking some type of art, trait, talent, and knowing how to make it relatable to the collective conscious. This is why a lot of Pisces in general know how to make heartfelt songs that everybody can relate to and things of that nature. So they know how to word it and things of that nature. They may not know how to explain it within words, but they know how to put it in a craft. And a craft is musical words and things of that nature. So, you know, they got that going for them. Now, it's ruled by Jupiter. When a planet is at home, I like to say when a planet rules a sign, I like to say it's at home. So at home, you can relax, be comfortable, or you can get up and start to, clean up and do things, or you can just be lazy. But for the most part, you know, Jupiter is home here. So what is Jupiter? Jupiter is wisdom, knowledge, experiences, meanings, and reasonings, which cause expansion. So experiences, all your experiences in your life, you're going to experience it. You see what I'm saying? Now, with these experiences could be good or bad. But within these experiences, you're able to extract wisdom and knowledge from it and add or tie higher meanings and reasonings to things. So that off the bat, by default, cause expansion. So Jupiter will always be a beneficial, no matter if it's a negative or a positive experience to bring you in your life. For real though, we learn the most from negative experiences. You see what I'm saying? So Pisces themselves, the Jupiter archetype plays out through the Pisces archetype. So Pisces themselves may play out as people who are in search for wisdom, search for knowledge, maybe a little preachy at times, maybe a little teachy at times, and they're sensitive to the spirit and things of that nature, and they're sensitive to the experiences that they're going through, and they always try to extract the meaning and reasoning out of things and tie higher meanings and reasonings to things, and wisdom and knowledge and things of that nature. So Pisces play this out. Also, now Pisces is co-ruled by Neptune. So that's adding even more emphasis on the wisdom and knowledge. It's adding dreams, illusions, creativity, imagination, fantasy, you know what I'm saying, mysticism. It's adding that to their experiences. So this is why Pisces may experience, aka Jupiter, and they may experience illusions or dreams, creativity, imagination, fantasy realm, mysticism, and spirituality. They experience all that with this collab with Jupiter and Neptune, right? And then they're able to have wisdom and knowledge on these things. So this would allows them to become preachers like Sagittariuses, or become teachers or students like Sagittariuses. Also, and then Pisces, this also taps them into the realm of, mysticism when it comes to what they have learned and what they're experiencing. So this makes them very superstitious and things of that nature. Along with but this will probably make them a little bit more superstitious than Sagittarius. You see what I'm saying? But Sagittarius will probably be a little bit more wiser than the Pisces. But they're truly doing the same thing. It's just Pisces doing it in an emotional way, and Sagittarius is doing it in a seeing, in a realizing, and a feeling type way. Now, Venus is exalted here. So when a planet is exalted, I like to say it's like a kid at Disneyland, or a person being somewhere that they always want to be. So what do that mean? that means a circumstance or a situation where you can overexhaust yourself. You see what I'm saying? So try not to overexhaust yourself. But what do Pisces would naturally have the problem of overexhausting themselves in? Venus. Now, what is Venus? Love, appreciation, value, relativeness, compromising. So, and that taps you into whatever you're willing to compromise with. It can lead to bad habits, or it can lead to overindulgence, to the point that you have to start experiencing circumstances that make you know that you have to do things in moderation. And if you don't, you're going to keep stumbling and falling. So right here, Venus can Pisces, a lot of Pisces can overexhaust themselves into love, or the people, places, and things that they love, appreciate, value. They can find themselves being too passive, trying to be too relatable, or trying to make themselves a part of too many other people's problems and things of that nature, to the point they start manifesting crazy shit and chaotic shit in their lives, to the point it drives them crazy. And they start talking to trees and plants and things of that nature. Also, which that's not crazy. You know, I'm an Aries, so I do that all day, every day. You see what I'm saying? But that's another video. Now, but for the most part, yeah, you know, Venus is exalted here, so they can get lost in the illusion of love and the things that they value, and they can get lost in indulging. They can get lost in forgetting that they're supposed to do things in moderation, and they can get lost into their habits and the people, places, and things that they may appreciate and value. So you see what I'm saying? Pisces have to be very careful. Don't pick up no habits, because you can get lost in there based upon Venus being exalted. But for the most part, you know, Venus, you know, Pisces are very loving people, very artistic people, and they like to make themselves part of their relationships or the people that they're relating to in some way, shape, or form. Now, also, Mercury is away here. So, you know, Mercury is away / sleep. So, Mercury don't know if it's somewhere it don't want to be. Like, Mercury, put it this way, because Mercury is like home / exalted in Virgo. So, I'm going to say that here also. You know, Mercury is at work, but still daydreaming. You see what I'm saying? Because when a planet is away, I like to say it's at work. It don't want to be there, but it has to utilize the tools that it has in order to get the job done, in order to gain the resource of what it was there for in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, it's in an area that, and it has to do things that it don't want to do, right? But not only is in Mercury being in Pisces, not only is at a place doing things that it don't want to do, it's also daydreaming. So half sleep. So it's like a double emphasis right here. So what happens here is, you know, Pisces may play out the characteristics of it being very hard to communicate what's going on within inside them. And the only way that they are able to communicate it is through some type of art, craft, philosophy, wisdom, knowledge, teachings, you know what I'm saying, or artistic music or something like that. You know what I'm saying? This is where the Pisces and Sagittarius share their music and expressive nature also, because they lack verbal communication, but they're extraordinary when it comes to putting that in some type of shape or form that can be put out in a world that's people never heard but seen before. Like, they know how to put the vibration of sound. They know how to put that to you before it becomes sound, when it's just a vibration. So, you know, with this energetic force right here, you know, try not to even exhaust yourself into trying to explain things. Try to learn how to draw, or try to learn how to do something that you can replace with actual words. And therefore, your words will become that much better because you have a reference to explain things on. And therefore, you won't even need that after a while. Now, also, now Earth falls here because Earth is exalted in Virgo. So yeah, Earth falls here. So what does this mean? What is Earth? Earth is nurture, caring, growth, shape, form. You know what I'm saying? Being able to see something take shape and form and have a physicality to it, and scheduling and things of that nature, and reality. Now, Earth falls here, so it's anytime a planet falls, it's like sleep. I like to say it's sleep. And when a planet is asleep, it can have nightmares, or it can have good, beautiful dreams, or it can have everything in between. You know what I'm saying? Now, nightmares would be a lot of self-doubt, a lot of not being sure, and needing reinsurance from others and things of that nature. A beautiful dream, well, that was a nightmare, if I didn't say that. A beautiful dream will be you doing something that you never had thought you could do before, and everything in between. So that's what Earth is doing with the Pisces archetype. So for the most part, anytime Pisces may jump into their bag of trying to really understand detail, try to really understand and take shape and form of what they're trying to communicate, and add structure to it, and really want to see something grow from something and nourish something and actually care about something material or physical or things of that nature, they'll be able to accomplish something that they never accomplished before, or be able to gain something that they never gained before, no matter the person, place, or thing, or the shape and form. You see what I'm saying? Now, Pisces got the habit of getting into the doubt, the nightmare aspect of it though, not being sure about reality. So they kind of like scared of reality a little bit, or scared to experience certain things because they already see it before it take the shape and form. Also with Neptune, not with Neptune, but with Pisces and Earth falling here, they step into the point that they doubt patterns, they doubt structure, they doubt scheduling, and they doubt reality. So a lot of times you can be telling them that, look man, I'm for sure this is going to take place, and the Pisces will never be for sure if they don't feel the vibe or anything. You see what I'm saying? So this what makes them very sensitive and can know when they're being manipulated, but a lot of times this makes them blind to their experiences that may be helpful for them in their life. And also, you know, when a planet falls, that means it's up under. So Earth is up under Pisces. So a lot of times Pisces feel like they are above reality. They are above shape and form. They are above Earth. They are above the lower natures. They are above what everybody trying to physically do that's practical and makes sense and things of that nature. See what I'm saying? So this would give Pisces the God complex a lot of times also. The God syndrome, with whatever they call it. And now, you know, last but not least, you know what I'm saying? Last but not oh no, this ain't last but not least. Sorry about that. Now it's a water element. So with water right here, that means it's dealing with the emotions and feelings. It's mutable water, so that's being mutable, being able to adapt and be changeable to your own or other people's ways of dealing with the emotions and feelings. So this means that you can pick up other people's feelings. Sometimes when someone get hurt, you feel it. Someone physically get hurt, sometimes you feel it. You know, so it's like, God damn, ooh, that hurt. You see what I'm saying? For real. This is why you may be sensitive and cry sometimes and don't know why you tearing up and all kind of shit. It might be, you might pick up a vibration from someone else crying in the world, and you're not consciously aware of them. So you just start tearing up and not knowing why. You sensitive to the spirit. You're sensitive to vibrations. You see what I'm saying? You don't even know this spirit, this man or this woman, or where it came from. But you picked it up. You picked it up where everybody around you couldn't. And you don't even know why you tearing up right now. See, Pisces, y'all very powerful. So y'all need to learn about how sensitive y'all are to the spirit, so y'all don't get overwhelmed and things don't become chaotic, and you can gain control over these things. Now it's also right brain. It's right brain. So that means it's on it's dealing with the internal realm, all things that's dealing with the subconscious. Now it's right brain and it's yin. What is yin? Yin is going within, going inside, going into the internal realm. So what does that mean? That means a person likes to take the internal realm, which is emotions and feelings, and what others may be thinking and what others may be feeling and things like that. And then they like to internalize it, go into the yin realm with that, soak in it, experience it, understand the full totality of this experience. And is it worth being expressed, or is it worth being shedded and drained out in other sources? So you see what I'm saying? Pisces understand that collective conscious on a higher level, just based upon them being immutable, but being right brain and a yin sign. You know what I'm saying? So this makes them passive to external forceful energies. And then when they need to clash, right? They know how to clash and take shape and form of that way better than the forceful nature forceful nature intended it to be. See what I'm saying? So Pisces know how to take shape and form in their environment, and they may know how to be a bigger baddie than you. Now, also, last but not least, is backed and supported, because look, the area and space and the location in the astral realm of what allowed you, the time and date and the area that allowed you to be a Pisces now, when you was born and everything, the time, the month that allowed you to be Pisces right now, that area in the astral realm is now filled with the star constellations with the stars of Aquarius. You see what I'm saying? So what does that mean? That means that Pisces, everything I explained about you is being backed and supported by the Aquarius energy, by the Aquarius star lights and illusions. So what that mean? That mean that your mutable way of dealing with the emotions and feelings and connected with the collective conscious with your dreams, imagination, and your wisdom and knowledge is backed and supported by a fixated way of thinking and communicating and analyzing and associating yourself with reality and things of that nature. So just look at it like this. You're able to take your imagination, dreams, your wisdom, your knowledge, your experiences, and your emotions and feelings and your wisdom that you have gained from it, your spirituality, and you're able to communicate these things in reality. You're back to support it with Saturn here. So you're able, so Mercury is not doing such bad for all Pisces. Pisces may be a little bit more talkative than a lot of air signs nowadays. It's because y'all backed and supported by having your own fixated way of thinking and communicating about things. So that shed off a lot of worry about how other people look at what y'all communicating about. So this makes y'all unique and original with y'all imagination, dreams, creativity, illusions, fantasies, and y'all always know how to tap in that realm. But see, y'all backed and supported now by Aquarius. So y'all dreams and imagination that may be seen as La La Land or in a lost world, nah, that world is able to be seen in this reality right now. Matter of fact, that world is in reality right now. So, you know, Pisces are very, y'all creativity actually give y'all upper hand in this realm of reality right now. Because the things that y'all communicate and being over talkative about right now is actually what the whole world is just now starting to perceive. Flight bus, bitch. Goddamn air.